Hey guys, and thanks for joining me today. This is Mike with Designs by M, and today we are going to be making this really shiny USA patriotic inspired card. Now, all the paper for this card was purchased by 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. I will have links in the description box below. For the glitter, there's 3 sets of glitter. I used white, rouge, which is the red, and marine, which is the blue. And the card base is made out of regular AC or American Craft cardstock in denim. Again, all the cardstock did come from 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. One of the things I like about ordering from them is that not only can you order individual sheets, so if you have a project and you just need one, you can order 1 sheet, but you can also order in packs of 25. If you do order before 3 p.m. Mountain Time, your order will ship the same day. And they do ship internationally, but you do need to email them to get a shipping quote, because as you can imagine, cardstock is heavy and it varies depending on where you live. So for the settings that I used for this card, for the glitter, I used my Cricut to cut this out, and for the glitter, I used the custom glitter setting with more pressure, which ended up doing a double cut, which cut this beautifully. I really like how it came out. And for the cardstock, the regular American Craft cardstock, I used Cardstock Plus. And so all of that produced this, which is cool. Now, you can use this card in just to thank somebody for their service, you know, with the upcoming 4th of July holiday, or you can use it as a great invitation if you are having something like a pool party or a get-together, and you can stamp or whatever you would like on the inside. Now, the also great part is I have included a free SVG file down in the description box below so that you can go ahead and make this yourself. I also included a PDF file, so if you don't have a cutting machine, you could still make this. You would just need to cut those pieces out and then use it as a template for your cardstock. So the other good thing about this card is a lot of these elements are very small. So you can make several of these using 1 or 2 sheets of paper, with the exception of the card base. This entire card is 5 by 7. So the card is, all you need to, I get tongue-tied. So all you need to do is take a 10 wide by 7 piece of cardstock and fold it in half. So you really don't even need a machine to make the card base. So you can make these pretty quick and easy. All right, I hope you guys can see how shiny this is in the camera, because this is really fun to make and really glittery. All right, without further ado, let's get to card making. All right. So this card goes together fairly easy. It's just once your machine cuts out all the pieces, or you go ahead and cut the pieces out using the PDF template, it's really goes together very easily. Everything just gets layered on top of each other. Now, the only thing to keep in mind is that sometimes when you're gluing glitter on top of glitter, or anything on top of glitter, sometimes it takes a little longer to dry. So today for the glue, I'm using Art Glitter Glue. It dries clear. There is no glitter in it. Just because I was using a lot of glitter for this design, I thought, why not just go ahead and use that? So I have all my pieces separated out by color. And the first thing you're going to want to do is to adhere the white panel and center that onto the blue panel, just like so. So let us get some glue on here. And normally I only apply a really thin layer of glue, but this cardstock is really thick, so you're not going to see any glue marks, and it's really not going to warp. And I want to make sure that it stays, or it adheres. So I'm using a lot actually. A lot more than I normally would. So we are going to align that in the middle, like that. And I'm just gonna push down, and I'm really gonna try not to wiggle because I don't want my cart or my layers to shift at all. That looks good. And it's actually adhering really well. Really well. All right, so I'm gonna put this one to the side. Or actually, I think I'm gonna glue this first. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna glue this last. Let's go ahead and continue layering our glitter so that we can make sure that it adheres. All right. Now on the red piece, and I'm gonna move this piece out of my way just so that I don't accidentally, which I know I will, get glue on it. So you're just gonna take the rectangle and the USA, and you're just gonna center that like so. Now what I would do is do the U first, and then I would do the A, and then you can ensure that the S is right in the center. If you did it U, then put the S there, then the A would be too far down. So it's helpful if you're doing threes to do one at the top, one at the bottom, one in the middle, or left, right, middle. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Right. All right. So let us glue on our letter U, and you can see from the back, now the glitter cardstock has a white core, which means that when you cut into it, it's white on the inside. Now, I'm layering some of these onto white, so I didn't need to color all of them, but I did take an ink and I just kind of rubbed it on the edges because I didn't want the white to show against the red. So I did some pre-prep prior to the video. So we will add our U. And we'll go like about there. Now I want to make sure that it's centered from right to left. And I'm not too worried about how far it is from the top because I'll just put the A that same distance. So let's grab the A. And I need to concentrate because if I don't concentrate, I might actually even glue the letters on in the wrong order because I've been known to do that. All right, so let's do the A down here. And that looks about right. These are handmade cards. I'm not going to use a ruler. I'm going to eyeball it. And then we'll plop the S right somewhere about there. That looks perfect. So let's apply my glue. Now this card I think would be a great card to give to somebody that you're thanking for their service. I think it would be a great card if you were having a party for 4th of July. This would be a really great card that you could maybe send an invitation to someone. Use it as an invitation. All right. And all I'm doing is layering things, so super easy. Now these white glitter stars are going to be layered onto the blue glitter stars. And at any point, you are always free to use foam squares or whatever to give it some more dimension. I thought this has tons and tons and tons of glitter on it that I really didn't need to. So I decided to leave them as is. We're gonna glue this one to here. Like so. Just eyeballing it into the center. All right. And last, we're gonna add my glue and plop that one on here. All right. Just centering that one up. Like so. All right. Now these are going to be glued directly onto the cardstock. It will not be glued to glitter. So I have my cardstock. It's already scored. This is a 5x7 card. I'm just going to go ahead and fold it up the score line, and there we go. If you wanted to, and I don't have it on my table as we speak, of course not, but I have a bone folder, and you could use the bone folder to make your crease a little bit sharper. So now I have a blank piece of paper. This is just regular white AC cardstock, and I'm just going to glue that to the inside so that at a later time, or if I wanted to stamp on it, it's much easier to stamp on a white page than it is a darker color. So AC has two sides to it. There's a texture side and a non-texture side. It's really up to you which side you use. For most of my projects, I always like the texture side to be up at the top. But if I'm stamping or writing, then I usually flip it over and use the back side, so because it's smoother. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this to the inside. You can do a print and cut on this. You can stamp on this prior to adhering it. I'm leaving mine blank because I'm not quite sure what I will be putting on the inside. And now you can see the difference from this one than I was using the glitter. I used a lot less glue for the cardstock because I don't want the glue to show through and I don't want it to warp. And I am standing up so that I can get this aligned as best as possible, because there's a camera right over this as an aerial view, so I'm not really able to see directly over it. I'm kind of looking off to the side. So that's my inside. All right, we're almost done. Now this piece is going to be adhered in the center like so, just like that. So I can go ahead and do that. We're going to apply our glue. And this glue and the paper, the glitter paper, is holding really nicely. It didn't slide, it's not coming off, it's really good quality. And that is also using American Crafts glitter cardstock as well. And just as a reminder, I will have all of the supplies listed in the description box below. But for the white glitter, it is white glitter. For the red, it's Rouge. And for the blue, it's Marine. And for the cardstock, the blue cardstock is Denim. And again, white for the sentiment piece on the inside. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. I had some plans where I was going to put the stars here on the bottom. So you can do that. You can put your USA here. I ultimately decided beforehand that I wanted my stars evenly spaced on the left-hand side, like so. Something like that. And this one would go here, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down now. Getting all my glue out to the sides there. And I'm going to try to center it about there. And that looks good to me. Now again, I'm going to do what I did with the USA. I'm going to glue one at the top, one at the bottom, and then the one in the middle. And that way it helps to get things centered correctly. So apply my glue here. And I want this one about like that. Looks good. The bottom one. Will go approximately here. That looks like about right. And last star, we are going to put this guy about, that looks about right to me. Ah, I pushed it before it adhered. There we go. You can see it still gives a little bit of wiggle room. This one is not moving. These moved just a little bit, so they're not quite dry yet. So just make sure if you're using glitter, you give it an extra few seconds to dry. All right, perfect. So now you're probably wondering, what the heck are these pieces on to the side? These are our stripes for our flag. And as you could tell, red, white, and blue, I'm making a flag or something close to a flag. So this little triangle piece that we have is going to go in the corner down here. And you guys probably already know that because you've seen the intro to the video where I show you what the finished card is going to look like. So that's going to go there. This one is going to go here. Now the easy way to line this up is just to take the flat edge and put it down on the bottom of the card, and then you can slide it over to the right. And as soon as it matches up to the top on the right hand side and the bottom, you know it's in the perfect spot, just like that. So we are going to apply our glue and do that. And that was about here, I believe. Like that. Looks great. And again, the same thing for this one. You're going to want to match up the flat end to the bottom and then align it to the right hand side up here. And we are going to do that. Apply our glue. And that's going to go there. That is going to go about there. And we're done. Super quick, super easy, and super shiny. I really love this glitter cardstock. It is awesome. And you got a great card that I can go ahead and customize. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. Again, this is Mike with Designs by M. If you like what you saw today, please don't forget, it's on this side, push that subscribe button down in the bottom left-hand corner. Also, there's a little bell down here too. If you like what you saw and you would like to get notified of when I do new uploads, that will let you know. So, all right, until next time, make sure you check out 12x12 Cardstock Shop and the link in the description for the SVG file. All right, guys, until next time, bye.